In the previous video, Twitch can easily change it at any moment. But if they will not go additional mile to obfuscate this call, good evening, everyone. They did it. Twitch went many miles. I assume that because of bad actors, which was abusing this API to do some bad stuff. They added additional security header to check client's integrity. To generate this token, your browser sends special request to the Twitch server. From what I know, they use Casada system for this. But as usual, they made life more difficult, only for ordinary people. Because as far as I know, there is already a services which can go past this anti-bot system. In this video, I will not get involved into this battle. Instead, I will go my way. Welcome! A Microsoft UI automation! It's a special built-in Windows API, which allows you to find any element in an application, and even on the web page. Well, almost any, but it will be enough for us. All we need to do is to grab our browser, find this snooze button, and press it. Just small note, I tested this method only in Firefox and Chrome, but it should work at many other browsers, because they are mostly Chromium based nowadays. So, Edge viewers, you can come back please. You can have this button in two places, in Ads Manager or in Quick Actions. Both of these sections you can pop up, and this is exactly what we will do. Because if you look at the tree of elements for the whole browser, for example in Firefox, you will see that we will need to search through all these thousands of elements, and even worse in Chrome. It will take ages. Okay, not ages. My generic script in AutoIt can do it in around 5 seconds. But if you don't want to use third-party software and stick to built-in StreamerBot C# code, it can take a minute. I also wrote more specific script, which can make it in a couple of seconds, but it's prone for errors if the tree even slightly differs from what I used to write the script. I actually experienced this on the stream, when I discovered that the tree changes when you actually go live. So you better stick to the pop-up window, because it's much easier to find this button. It contains less than 100 elements. Well, enough of that, let's finally look at the script. I've created an action for StreamerBot. Here you can see 3 arguments, where you set name of your browser. For now it can only be Firefox or Chrome. Then you select your section, Ads Manager or Quick Actions. And finally text of the button. It should be snooze, but because I'm not streaming right now, in this example I will use edit stream info button from Quick Actions. Inside this code subaction you can find a bunch of code. First you need to find a library files and add them to references. You should have them in the same folder as system.dll, but in this subfolder. You will need these 2 files. Now back to code. Here I created the wrapper class. It creates search conditions for UI automation. And here is the main execute method, which first checks that all arguments are fine and then starts the magic. All automation manipulations start from the root element, which is your desktop. All Windows is its children. Using browser class we are getting all opened browser windows, then we check their titles and pick one which we need. Then inside this getButton function we grab all buttons in the window and compare their text with one we need. And if we found one, we invoke a click action on it. Let's see this in action. Here is our pop-up window and this button we want to trigger. I assign this action to a hotkey, and when I press it, you can see in logs that it searches for our button and clicks it. Pretty cool, isn't it? But the coolest part is that you don't even need to keep this window visible. Let me close this edit dialog and minimize the window. Trigger action again, wait, restore window back, and there you got it. Edit dialog is open. So here you go. Another solution, how to click the snooze button. This API is pretty powerful and it's outside of Twitch control, so it should work all the time. But of course, the best solution is to convince Twitch to add this kind of functionality into standard API. So for that, I searched Twitch's user voice platform and compiled a list of proposals about this issue. You can find it in the description. So if you really want this feature, go ahead and vote there. Now, I could have sent you to my previous video about messing with a Twitch API, but they're useless now. So go and watch my video on how you can add multiplayer Russian roulette game to your chat. It will please the algorithm. And as always, happy No, it's not mine. Have a good evening and bye bye.